Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. Today's Thursday. We're going to be mixing some music down, of course, as we do on Thursdays. I got 3 tracks picked out. I think we got some good ones picked out for today. We're just going to try to blast through these and get these, ready for BeatStars, First, I wanted to show you guys what we are listening to. This is my new track, my newest release on Spotify. It's called Beautiful Minds. And some of you guys probably saw me make this on stream. This was a pretty recent one that we made on stream, and I did mix it off stream. I put a good 5 or so hours into this mix, maybe even more than that. Probably about 7 hours. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I might have to do an in-depth mix at some point live on stream. Lately, what I've been doing is I've been using these Thursday streams as kind of ways to get light mixes for my BeatStars releases, which I feel like is a little bit lower pressure, I'm just getting them sounding neat, orderly, pretty decent, doing a lot of heavy lifting, but mixes like this, man, I really get in the weeds with it. I love how this came out, though. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyways, we should probably just dive into it. I'm just yammering. Oh, I guess one last announcement. Guys, Thinking of You EP comes out in 1 week. I'm so stoked for this, man. This is just lovely tracks. Lovely stuff. So, definitely if you're, hoping to catch an important TapDaddy release, this is the one to catch. This is the one that I have been building towards for... Oh, I hadn't even pre-saved it. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life, man? I want to drop a little link to the pre-save page for anybody that might be interested in the Thinking of You EP. It's a bunch of lovely, lo-fi chill hop kind of tracks that, I really put a lot into these, so I think you guys will enjoy it. But anyways, that's enough of me yapping. Let's get into the mixing today. I've got a track picked out here. This is something that we made last Saturday. And this is just some gritty, boom bap, feels very Jizza Liquid Swords kind of stuff. Let me just show you guys. You'll get what I'm getting at here as soon as I play it. So let's give it our first listen through. I think the limiting factor on the drums right here is how harsh that snare sounds. If I could smooth that out, we could get this to bump. Here we go. I know those horns are probably gonna have to come down. Might compress them a bit. Let's see how much headroom we got. Yeah, over 6 decibels. That's perfect. I did turn this down before we dove into it. But yeah, I'm liking this. There's definitely a couple of like quick, easy fixes, just starting with leveling, right? Just a few things that I want to immediately right off the bat kind of fix. These horn stabs are pretty loud. Let's hear this in context. So let's like turn this down a little bit. A lot. See, that was like 5 decibels I turned it down, and that's like much more locked in place. Is there a reverb tail on this audio? No, that's literally what it is. We might throw a dash of reverb on there. I don't want to get too in the weeds yet because it doesn't sound terrible. I am curious if we put like a little bit of a compressor on here, like a pretty slow compressor, nothing too tight or aggressive, but just some LA2A to kind of help lift. See, we're just getting loudness bias here. It's really not doing a whole lot here, but really I just wanted to make these feel a little, like give them a little bit more body. Well, it sounds pretty good here, so. All right, let's go dive in with this. Might want to regain stage this down a bit. I'm just curious how quiet I could get this. See, honestly, I think the more subtle we can make it, we'll probably bring it back up in a bit. Yeah, okay. Well, let's keep moving along. I think kind of like with the trumpet, I want to compress this a little bit, but then I want to turn it down. I want to give it more body, but then turn the overall like leveling of it down. Yeah, the LA2A is right for this guy as well. Oh man, that is really bringing the static forward. There is just like a lot of static in the background of this one. This one might actually sound better uncompressed. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it. But I think we are gonna turn it down a little bit. Maybe it was right about there. It just sounded so large compared to the hi-hats. Alright, let's start focusing in on these drums. Snare, this is what we want to tame. I think this is really where we're gonna get the most bang for our buck. Now we do have this decapitator, which is honestly harshing up our snare quite a bit. We might have to do some stuff after the decapitator, but I want to first start with just the snare itself. You can definitely tell that snare is pretty loud. Let's turn it down a bit. That's pretty good. Now, let's take an EQ to this snare. Let's find the harshness and let's tame it. That's the harsh point, in my opinion. It's 2.55 kHz-ish in that area. 2.5, yeah, just about there. Okay. And we're going to make this a little divot. Just a little divot. We don't want to take too much, right? Okay, we can turn this up a bit now. Where are these 808s at? Yeah, let's bring these guys forward a bit. As long as they don't overtake the kick, we're good. I got some stuff that could probably help with this a bit too. I think what we're going to do with this 808, just to get a little bit of like normalcy between these two notes in terms of like volume and resonance. Sometimes I like to kind of smash my 808s through something like an 1176 compressor. You know, it's like, yeah, we are going to compress this. Definitely. It's going to be pretty full bodied. You know, this tail is going to be a lot fatter basically. But, you know, what I've found really helps is that sometimes that kind of helps just normalize the volume between, like, if you have one note that's, like, super resonant and one that's not so much. This kind of helps mitigate that a little bit. And we can use this to more cleanly bring that volume up. Oh, yeah. You can feel the body of this getting bigger. I want to keep raising this in volume though until we're like can't anymore. Okay, now we might need to do something with the kick to kind of help bring that mid-range out over the top of that 808. We're gonna bust out an EQ, slap this down after the decapitator. And I was kind of curious if we wanted to do a little compression, but I don't want to flatten these kicks is the thing. Ooh, yeah, you see, this is what I was talking about. You see, we're lifting at about a little over 100 hertz. Where we have boosted in this 808, it's a little bit below 100 hertz. It's important that whatever is going on in that like 110 hertz on the kick is outperforming what's going on at 110 hertz on the 808, right? As long as we got that, our 808s can be loud, right? I always like to bring my bass like basically right up to the kick. You know, these are the two things that are very intertwined in the low end is the bass and the kick. And it's like volume wise, I like to bring that bass like right up to that kick, but not exceeding that kick. And sometimes a little bit of clever EQing like what we're doing right here can kind of help you get the most bang for your buck when it comes to leveling these up both, like getting them both up pretty loud, you know? Now, this is getting kind of low end heavy. Here's our mid-range. Do we really need all this lows? We might just for cleanliness kind of cut those out. I'm usually not a fan of like doing just drastic cuts like that, but in things like this where it's like we're not using those lows. They're not meant to like fill that space. We're making a choice not to. I wouldn't cut the highs on this necessarily because there is fuzz going on there that's helping this mix sound more full. I will cut those lows though because we got more important stuff to be filling those lows. You know, I don't think that that's really contributing to the sound of this piano. Yeah, you can totally tell it's like not contributing. It's just more decibels in the low end, right? Yeah. I think we're gonna do a little boost in the mid-range. Okay. Now I think we could probably bring this down a decibel. Yeah. In fact, okay, here's where we're gonna really glue things together. We need to get some sidechain interaction. This is gonna be more like production kind of stuff than, this type of sidechain production or sidechain compression that we use as mix engineers. We're going to make it duck is what I'm saying. We are going to affect how this song sounds. But it's a good thing I'm also the producer on this project. So, I have total freedom. No, we're not going to do something too drastic with it, but it's going to be cool, I think. Let's go ahead and start setting that up. We're going to duplicate out our drums. We're going to toggle this top guy off. We're not going to hear this guy, but we are going to use him for a sidechain signal. So let's isolate that kick over here. Okay. Alternatively, we could keep that snare in, but I'm thinking we're just going to keep it on the kick. Mute everything that is not a kick. Cool. All right. So now, and I think this might be a pretty tight kind of side chain. I'm not sure if I want anything too dramatic. Well, let's play with it. Let's feel it out. Let's use our ears, See what's going to feel the best. All right. Give myself, like, not much attack, a little bit of release. Turn that ratio up. And we're going to map this to that kick signal that we just set up, even though that's not going to be heard. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we can start side chaining. Bring that threshold back. Now, this is where I want to crave a deeper ratio. I crave something deeper than this knob is allowing me. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this and paste it next to itself. Little multiplier. I don't know why I said that so weird. Multiplier. Ratio. We want more ratio. Ooh, yeah. Now that we're ducking this piano so much, I think we could bring this forward a little bit. Oh, now I want to bring these stabs forward. We're getting this a little bit more aggressive, and I think that we can be a little harsher with the stab. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to like start at a lower level and eventually bring things up to the right level than it is to start very loudly and bring things down, I don't know. It's just perspective wise, I find that easier. So let's... All right, this is where maybe we want a little bit of verb on these horns. Oh, what kind of verb though? We could go with something that's a little bit of like a hall or a big space. I don't know. I want something pretty clean. Let's try this one, this vocal space. Like not quite a hall, but similar. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think we could bring this up more. I kind of want that to be pretty devastating. Like it should kind of jump out at you a little bit, right? So it's okay if we intentionally make it kind of poke out from the mix a little bit, but we just don't want it to like really stick out like it doesn't belong, right? That's a bit much. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna get away with. Okay. God, dude, mixing is fun. I'm not gonna mess too much with these sounds. Aside from maybe some leveling and spacing, I just don't think it needs much messing with. These are some great sounds from Purity. And we got this awesome... That sounds pretty cool. We could maybe make this a little reverbed out. This one I'm gonna go vocal pop. I'm using a lot of the vocal reverb presets in Ableton because I feel like they are some of the cleanest, quite honestly. I think they're quite diverse, you know. What the fuck was... The fuck? Okay, for some reason that got a little... The tremolo got activated. That sounds pretty clean, pretty smooth. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Okay. Feels a little bit more left than it's looking. Yeah, we got a nice little right-left trade-off there. I am kind of thinking with these guys, we lean them a little bit left. Like center left, you know? Here we go. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking in this section for this little choir, this synth choir, I'm thinking we use the same sidechain that we're using on the piano and duck these together. I think that'll sound pretty slick. Yeah, that feels nice and gelled. Alright, we should do a save as. Haven't done one yet, and we're about 25 minutes into the session. A little bit later than I'd like, but whatever. Save life set as. We're going to call this song 1034 Mix V1. There we go. Easy. Alright. Cool. Throw a little splash of fresh air on these strings. Okay, maybe a lot of it. Oh, that feels a little bit more defined, a little bit more lifted. It's almost a little bit loud now. We'll turn this down a bit. Now I feel like it could use a little bit of compression. Level it. Sound pretty good, honestly. And you know, we're just looking to do light work on these. I think it's almost about time to start mastering it. We're just got this feeling pretty clean. Love those stabs. That's sick. All right, I think now one last step. I want to curve this fade out. Just kind of makes it a little bit more of a full-bodied curve. Yeah. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay. I think we're ready to start pulling out some stuff. Oh yeah, I remember I was playing around with the little radiator. We are going to mess around with this radiator, doing a little bit of, introducing a little bit of bias distortion. It's going to be cool. First though, we want to compress. We're going to pull out the Shadow Hills Master Compressor. Of course. Loving this thing. Side chain. Start bringing up the thresholds. Now, I need to be careful. Yeah, this is where we need to listen. Yeah, we're definitely gonna squeeze this this track a bit. Got to stem a track tonight. I might be stemming this one so I can get it up on BeatStars. I really just want to hear bars on this. Okay. All right. Boy, and we saved ourselves some headroom there. We shaved about 2 decibels off our max peak value through just compressing. It honestly feels a lot louder than it did, even though it has a quieter max peak. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Now let's pull out radiator, and this is where I really got to be careful not to get too out of hand with it, because I know I'm gonna have some fun with this guy. Let's go straight to the 808s. Yeah, over here. Oh yeah, we're gonna turn off that noise. Introducing the bias though. This compression is really bringing that fuzz forward. It's not the worst thing in the world, it's just See, it's tempting to like kind of get a little crazy with this, but ultimately I really don't want to like muddy a good thing. See, if it was something more like this is a lot more tame. This does feel a lot more lively, though, with like a little bit of distortion, right? That does feel a lot more lively. I might even go back off a little bit more. I'm tempted to come to the dark side and just... It's never gonna work. It's just... Oh, man, I like that flutter feel, though. See, down here, it's not too bad, though. Yeah, maybe we do have the heat up a decent amount. We just keep that dry wet, like, super minimal. Ooh, that's tough. What's up, Mars? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, man. How's your day going? You caught me getting a little crazy with the little radiator. Getting a little nuts with it, but... I think we're getting places, though. This is sounding pretty slick. I think I'm ready to I think I'm ready to you know, get into the limiting, start getting this up to volume. But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see how this is going to behave, you know, as we start to really push it, you know. Let's find out. I'm hoping this is going to behave. Honestly, I'm a little torn whether this is going to be easy or hard. We will find out. Well, first of all, before we bring out the elements, let's lift it. It looks like our max peak is like minus 4.87. Let's raise it by 5 and shove it into the ceiling a little bit. Just to get it there. and then we'll slap a limiter on there. But yeah, Mars says, I've been using Radiator a lot lately too. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I feel like, for a good little while when I got Sound Toys, I was really using Radiator a lot. And then lately, I've been using Little Radiator a lot more. And I've been mostly using it for mastering. Just like, I don't know, it's pretty simple, and I think that it does a really good job of kind of getting you that flutter feel when you want that sort of like fluttery bass clipped feel. That sounds awesome. But also, I think that just like a very, very sparing amount of Little Radiator can kind of help your master feel just a little bit more energized without introducing too many artifacts, It just kind of colors it a little bit, which is amazing. I love how that's been coming out, Oh, man. Okay, yeah, we were going to go grab a limiter. Yeah, let's pull this out. And yeah, we'll just keep this at standard, I think. I just want to see. Woo. Also gives that extra pump. Absolutely, man. You see, what's up. Let's go True Peak. There we go. I've been kind of thinking about that fuzz on the piano. We're not going to be able to do much about that without maybe EQing the piano, but I don't want to do that. In fact, I think like this is where we kind of got to make a decision here, and I think what I'm deciding is this is a sample-based song, okay? That sounds like some dust on some chops, and I think people recognize that. I think it's okay. That's something that we can just say, okay, we're going to have that fuzz that sounds a little bit different each chop, and that's part of the genre, honestly. It's okay. Like, not going to break my neck over it. Let's pull out elements. Although, where are we getting this fuzz from? This is, I think, coming from... No? I'm just curious. Is it something in my master chain? Yeah, it's something in here. It's not these two combined, is it? We still have a little bit of that. What is going on, man? I mean, it's okay. We got fuzz on this track anyways. A little bit of white noise, actually. It's pretty okay. It's just... Where is that? Because I see it here. So it's like being introduced into... Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. I just saw it. What do we got going on here? Okay. Okay. We tracked this down. Now let's fix it. Crackle... Dirty. That's what it was. Okay. Okay, that totally solves things. I was like, what the fuck? Am I going crazy? Oh, this sounds so much better, yeah. Raise this even higher. Let's bust out ozone elements. Let's get this going crazy. Yeah, let's get this up to volume. I'll take as low as like 11 LUFS, maybe 11.5, but I'm really hoping that we could maybe get this to 10. That might be stretching it though, because there's honestly not a lot going on in this track. Like, we don't quite have the fullness to maybe hit that LUFS value, but I'm not going to force it, is I guess what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. We'll pull our loudness meter on the outside here. We're going to run this at the 808s over here. And yeah, all right, so loudness warning. This might get a little bit loud, might jump up in volume. Just warning you guys. Let's run it. Yikes. Told ya. This is probably all screwed up. Yep. Okay, we're gonna completely fix this. What the hell are you doing, man? Okay, first of all, let's get this to a more reasonable spot. And then let's start EQing in a way that makes sense to us. Yeah. So I think in general, we're going to kind of have a little bit of an upwards trajectory here. We are going to kind of clamp down on some of these lows. Okay, this is kind of what I was thinking. All right. Danger of running it too hot. I think we need to back off on this threshold a bit and find other ways to raise it. Let's just shove it a little bit higher into the ceiling. One more limiter. Okay, let's run it from the beginning. Let's see roughly where our LUFS is at. Just kind of make sure. Hey, what's up? He says, hi, bro. You saved that stream on channel? Yes, I do. Every single mixing stream and production stream you can find on my channel. Absolutely, man. Oh, our LUFS are... I don't know if we're gonna get there. We'll see. We got quite a few 808s to go through before we get our final LUFS value, but I'm hopeful. Yeah, hell yeah, man. This is totally blown, but I love it. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, man. How do I pronounce your name, by the way? I have no idea how to read. But yeah, glad you like the music, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, we're getting at -11. I think that this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be cool. What do you guys think? Would Jizza be proud? That's some Liquid Swords kind of shit. You know, like it totally reminds me of Liquid Swords. Love that. Love that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is a little bit unhinged, you know. But it's like, it's kind of a cool sort of unhinged, you know. It's I feel like this little radiator is doing a lot for us. This little guy right here is doing, you know, pulling some weight. But yeah, it's Russian letters. I gather as much. I have no idea how to read Russian letters. Anyways, in any case, glad you popped in, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. Sometimes I feel like I'm making these for myself, but you know. Oh man. Okay, so that was just the first one. That was just the first one. Guys, we have 2 more beats that we're trying to mix today. This next one is a lot more jazzy. It's going to be some pretty cool like jazzy stuff, I think, on this next one. Let me save this. And we'll get going on that next one. Yeah, it has Liquid Sword vibe totally. Yeah, totally, man. I don't know. I love that album. I would say in terms of like all of Wu-Tang's stuff, I got to put 36 Chambers at the top, but it's easily followed by Liquid Swords. That's like, I don't know, that album was very influential on me when I was like maybe, I can't remember how old I was when I started listening to Liquid Swords. I must have been like 19 or 20. I'm like 31 now. I'm a boomer. I'm old as fuck. All right. Anyways, yeah, let me get this next one loading. And let's see, we're going 135 or 1035 is the next track we're going to be mixing today. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Cool. Hell yeah. All right. Gonna get this loaded. I'm probably gonna grab a little bit of coffee. I'm just gonna go run, grab some coffee and all that. But real quick, I just wanted to remind everybody here, I've got an EP coming out in 7 days. It's something that is really near and dear to my heart. It's called Thinking of You. It's a bunch of really like ultra lovely, like chill boom bap kind of stuff. It's some stuff I've been really hard at work on. Anyways, while I grab a little bit of coffee, I'll play for you guys one of the singles that I have from here. Lilac Petals. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. Now listen to Hell on Earth, Mobb Deep. Oh no, totally. I get you, man. I get you. Hell yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I like Mobb Deep as well. Really, I think Shook One's Part 2 really like solidified a lot of like how I felt about boom bap. Like aesthetically, how I like drums to sound, you know? Yeah, Mobb Deep is fucking influential as fuck, man. I agree. Anyway, this is going to be the opposite of Mobb Deep, what we're about to listen to. But Lilac Petals, I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, he says in Russia, no Spotify. I'm sorry to hear that, man. As somebody that lives in America, I have sympathy for, living in a country that is just a complete wreck, America is not much better right now. It's fucked. The world is fucked. I have a lot of sympathy for all of the citizens of the world, Fucking bullshit, right? Anyways, I'm going to grab a little bit of coffee, and I hope you guys enjoy Lilac Petals while I do. I'll be 2 seconds. I'll be like 2 seconds, Anyways, be right back. All right. Oh, we are back. I got some hot coffee. Yes, Music United. I agree, man. Oh, man. Guys, I'm ready to dive into this next one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy Lilac Petals off of Thinking of You, coming out in 7 days. Oh man, I can't wait for this EP. This is gonna be such a good one. Anyways, I'm tooting my own horn at this point. Let's dive into the next one. We got it loaded right here. I'm gonna preemptively off the bat, because I feel like it's best to start at a low volume and work our way up while we mix. I'm gonna just go ahead and bring everything down by like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see what kind of headroom that leaves us with. Let's give this a first listen through. All right. This was another one that I made on Saturday. If you guys don't know, I do beat making streams every single Saturday. You guys are invited to come hang out while I cook up beats. And we even have beat making videos on this channel as well if you like more cut down edited versions of those studio sessions. Super fun stuff. Definitely check out the making a new job is type beat video I just dropped. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's hear this. Oh yeah, here we go. I remember this one. Boy, this is so quiet. I think I'll turn everything back up. There we go. About 6 decibels of headroom is all we really need. I remember I had to do some pitch correction on this trumpet, and I like how that came out. Yeah, what effects on drums? Good question, man. I love these drums. So really, I want to walk you guys through this because I've actually already done quite a bit of mixing on this beat. We're just gonna be kind of touching this up and finishing this off. I think I've got my drums basically how I want it. So essentially, let's take all of this off one by one. We'll add things, and I'll kind of explain what everything's doing as we're going. So this is what the drums sound like just on their own. Totally dry. So, some pretty snappy one-shots to begin with. But I do 2 things right off the bat. I mono it, and this just kind of helps simplify it, keep it really dead center. And then I cut the highs. And these 2 together, mono and cutting the highs, kind of makes it feel a little bit more tape processed. But what really gives it the pizzazz, is this compressor right here. That fucking, ooh. Like, dude, this compressor is really putting in work. When I have this this is the 1176. And basically what's making this compressor make these drums feel so snappy is I give it a lot of attack and no release. These dials are actually kind of backwards from how you would think they work on the 1176. The lower the number, the more attack you have. So basically what this is it's kind of like an old school like SSL compressor. It's like it gives you a lot of attack, no release, and it makes it sound really snappy, almost like a gunshot, you know? I'll A/B test it for you. Off. On. Whew. And then after that, I was like, some of those highs are a little bit harsh. Let's just like bring those down a little bit. So I did a little subtractive EQ, you know? And then last but not least, I got Decapitator on here. This kind of, this is like a saturator plugin that really crunches up drums nicely. So you can hear it on that kick. It kind of like crunches. Ooh. Woo. I like it. Yeah, dope. Thank you, man. Thank you. These are like some of my favorite drums to mess with. This is like one of my go-to chains. Anyways, let's dive into it a little bit. I think we're starting from a really good spot with this. So quite honestly, we might not even have to do like a whole lot. But let's jump back to the beginning here. Let's see what kind of where we're at. Yeah, and I see I've already got this all compressed. I've got it side chained. Shit, did I already mix this track? This guy I'm gonna slide a little bit to the right. And this guy's gonna slide to the left a little bit more. I had him center left, but I think we're gonna pull him out a bit. Probably turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that one's not gonna need much mixing though. It's already just like a very vibrant instrument. Okay, this is gonna need some work. See, this just feels way too strong. I'm thinking we might like fade into that, you know? Like if we kind of like came out of nowhere with that synth lead, that could be really sick, you know? What's up, Signature? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Hell yeah. But yeah, he says so smooth sound. Thank you. Hell yeah. Airy, for sure. I got you. But yeah, Signature, how's your day going, man? It's always good to see you. Oh, let's pull this out of like the ground, right? Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna pull out utility. Boop. Here we go. And we're gonna automate this gain. Show automation. And we're gonna say like maybe by this point we'll be at full volume. We'll see. We're getting there. We might even like do something kind of funky. We might stretch this so that it is like heard a little bit on the attack, but not like a ton. We do kind of want this to rise. See, that feels a lot better on the introduction of this synth. Now, I do feel like it's still feeling a little bit dry, and I just think maybe a little bit of a lot of bit of a reverb here could kind of transform this a little bit. So let's figure that out. Also, I see my camera is like all out of focus. Let me fix that for you guys. I gotta like cover the lens so it auto focuses right. Let's see if it fixes itself. Come on, buddy. As you doing it, let's try that again. And my camera's being finicky today. It's being super finicky. Let's see. Let's try that one more time. Maybe it'll autofocus. Sorry, guys. It's getting better. It's getting a little bit better. We'll see. Yeah, Signature says, all good. Thanks. Love this track. Hey, hell yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. This one I really had fun making. I remember this was the last one we made on Saturday. Super just like feel good kind of lo-fi track. Oh, it's good. Oh, hell yeah. It focuses on the hand. Yeah, you see, it focuses on the hand. If I can bring this hand back, is it gonna focus on my face? Gosh dang it. Is it getting any better? Focuses on the hand, and then I remove the hand. Let's see. And that usually forces it to refocus. Man, today I'm like having tons of trouble with this camera. Let's see if I just kind of like move it around a little bit. It's getting a little bit better, I think. I hope. Do I look a little bit better back here? I don't know. We're going to try this one more time. Completely cover the camera. Give it some time, and then boom, it's fixed. Okay, you see, okay. Patience. There we go. It's MDR 7506. I can't remember, honestly. It's a Logitech. It's a Logitech HD 1080p. I can't remember the actual model. I got another one over here. I don't know. It doesn't say on there. It's one of these Logitech ones. Let's see. Yeah, let's go grab, like, I'm kind of thinking maybe we grab Super Plate. That could be kind of cool. All right. Super Plate. Here we go. And we could go for something really crazy. Like, I don't know. This guy. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, my headphones. Oh, I was going to say, why does MDR sound so familiar? Yeah, so these are MDRs. This is actually, I bought my wife the 7506s. These are the old school V6s, I believe. Yeah, MDR V6. They don't even really make these anymore, but they're essentially the same thing as the 7506. I think the only difference is like how they're grounded. I think 7506 is technically just like the modern version of these. Hardware wise, they're almost identical, right? I've had these for, I think, about 15 years now. So I know how these headphones sound like the back of my hand. You know, I quite enjoy them. To me, I feel like they are just like the standard recording headphones, right? How's it for mixing? I'm sure that there are much better headphones out there, but I feel like these are a very, very like balanced signal, I would say. I would say that it's a pretty flat signal, which is ideal for mixing. That said, I do think that there are probably much more expensive headphones that are much better for mixing, but you know, I am but a starving artist, so you know. Honestly, I think I do a great job mixing in these headphones. I'm just so familiar with how music sounds in these headphones, and I think that's the biggest thing, right? Having the flattest signal possible and also just understanding how music sounds, you know, being familiar with your listening device for sure. All right, let's see. We're in the middle of this. Yeah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You guys can see I've got this being sent to this return track. Now that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I bet we could get a lot more mileage out of this though if we sidechain the delays to the original signal. This is how mix engineers use sidechain compression. Let me show you guys how to really use return tracks to your best advantage. We're gonna pull out our glue compressor. I just use glue compressors for sidechaining. I just prefer these guys a little bit. We'll keep the attack and release kind of up there. Maybe ratio. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We're not gonna mess with that too much. We're going to grab the source of the trumpet here, which is on track 12. Boop, there we go. And we're just going to set this up such that anytime that this trumpet comes in, the delays that it's producing come down a little bit. And as soon as that trumpet lets off, those delays are allowed to come up a little bit, right? So the ideal scenario is that this trumpet feels like baked into this bed of delays, right? Yeah, really good for mixing. Absolutely. Let's see. I think we can kind of turn this up a little bit. And I think because we've got these sidechained now, I think that we could probably afford to give it a little bit more delay. See, this is really how we get these sounding immaculate yet clean. I feel like a lot of times when you hear like a really big glossy like reverb on like a vocal or something, and you're wondering like how the hell did they get it to sound so clean while also producing so much reverb? It's usually some workaround trick like side chaining it, you know, the reverb, you know, giving it the signal of the dry vocal or something like that, you know. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, I feel like this is about good. I forgot I had that little drum part at the end. No, you know, honestly, I did a lot of the mixing up for this track while I was producing it. I think as a result, we really had just like a handful of things to nudge into place for this one. But I would say this is sounding pretty fantastic. I think it's about time to start mastering this. So let's get going on that. Let's just make sure though, like these intro, outro drum parts, do we like these? I really should have these on their own separate tracks so that we can gain stage them independently. See, that sounds like a good level. This guy sounds a little bit loud. Yeah, let's give it a listen through. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's start getting this in the master chain. Let's start getting this going. Gonna bust out, of course, say it with me, the Shadow Hills Master Compressor. Surprise, surprise, shocker. And let's go find, like, probably wanna somewhere in this section. Raised the volume here, but whatever. That's okay. We need to get it up to volume anyways. We're at like minus 1.46 decibels. Okay, let's boost it by 1.5. I'll shove it into the ceiling just like a little bit. And then we'll pass it off to our maximizer. let's see, 1.5. And we'll pull out that limiter. Here we go. We'll do true peak. And let's pull out our loudness meter and just kind of get a sense of where we're at, how far we have to go. I want to give it a full listen through. Now that we've compressed, I feel like that unveils a few things about how things are leveled. So we'll give it an ear and change things if we need to, right? I'm liking how this is sitting. It's always a good sign when you like level things, you compress it, and nothing gets taken over, you know? That's good. A cool video for this track would be like an animated mice band playing in a sultry setting. What? How do you think of these things, Mars? I mean, I kind of get where you're coming from. Yeah, a mice band in a sultry setting, like a speakeasy, like a cocktail bar for mice. Minimum effects, but so dope. Absolutely, man. I concur. I agree. And you know, honestly, a lot of the effects we applied was during the production of this. So, not anything I did on stream today. But we ended up making this one on Saturday, which we do have the VOD up if you're curious. We might do a video on this one. We'll see. Minus 14.7 lufs. Okay, we definitely got some area to raise this. I think we're going to be looking at, you know, maybe about minus 11 lufs. I would even take as low as like minus 11.5. But let's bust out our ozone limiter. The maximizer. We're gonna let it run its thing. We're probably gonna change everything about this, just like we did last time. Doesn't matter. Let's try this out though. Little volume warning to you guys. This might get a little bit loud as it is, you know, trying to adjust its settings. So just protect your ears. Let's run this. I kind of like where this landed. Okay, for the most part, I agree with this. For the most part, taming down this kick, taming down some of the clamping on some of the lows of the piano. Basically, anytime we end up with an EQ that has an upwards trend on the master, I feel like that's usually pretty agreeable. The only thing I kind of disagree with here is this last part being really boosted. I feel like it always has this bias. When I shave the top of the drums, it seems to do this, which I feel like unnecessarily raises the hi-hats and just some of the air and dust, you know? So we're probably gonna adjust that. Let's adjust that. Hey, what's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Welcome on in. He says, I might be getting a girlfriend soon. What? What? Congratulations, Aiden. Right on, man. Let's see this. I think we can give it a little bit over here, a little bit of sauce. Yeah. This Things might get loud. Hey, 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 yeah. Here we go. Okay, now let's bring the ceiling up. There we go. Let's bring this back to the beginning because I'm liking how this is sounding. I want to just take a peek behind the curtain and see where we are at in terms of LUFS. We might already be there. Oh, dude, we're totally gonna be there. This is sick. Yeah, I see Aiden says, my mom works at the college and she's pairing me up with this girl for an event. Oh! And I already know a pretty good deal about her, but she doesn't know I exist. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a long shot, Aiden. Well, you know, I feel like it never hurts to shoot your shot, you know? But just for the sake of not creeping her out, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know her at all. That's not creepy at all. Yeah. I don't know, man. I would just say, play it cool and maybe don't put so much expectation as well on it. I feel like I've screwed some things up by building too much expectation. But congrats. Yeah, that's sick, man. Yeah, Mars says go for it. If she turns you down, no loss for you. Exactly. I feel like, honestly, as soon as you learn how to, like, kind of let go and just kind of accept, like, if she says yes, then hell yeah. If she says no, then no big deal. I feel like that's pretty liberating when you're in the dating scene. Yeah, he says, she's my mom's friend's daughter. Got you. Hell yeah. Right on, man. Also, minus 9.9 LUFS. Wow. I'll totally take that. I think we got this. Shall we listen to it just one more time, make sure? I think we're good on this. Oh, this is sounding so glossy. Love it. Hell yeah. Oh man, we totally got this one in the bag. That is awesome. What's the name of this track? Right now, it is named Song 1035. I'll give it a name when I stem it out. hopefully this will be coming out on my BeatStars soon, and who knows, I might even drop it on Spotify at some point. This seems Spotify worthy. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I see Aiden says, I think for our conversation, I'm going to ask her questions that I know I'll get answers I can relate to. And tell her things I know she'll relate to as much as I can. Fair enough, man. I would say, like, you know, I feel like I used to do this where I would, like, think about how interactions would go, think about however, whatever, you know. I feel like I had the most success when I just, like, played it cool and kind of relinquished any expectations and just, you know, I don't know. I would just, I would just chat with people. But, you know, in any case, man, best of luck. You got to shoot your shot. Absolutely, man. I'm not going to lie. It took me like a full semester before I built up the courage to talk to who would become my wife. And it's funny because I think back and I'm like, oh, I could have talked to her in the algorithms class that we had together, but I was so bad at that class. I was embarrassed. She would pass back my assignments and I was just like hardcore failing that class. But then I met her in a compiler's course that we were taking. It was a 400 level class, really difficult class, brutal. And yeah, we ended up sitting next to each other, and I finally introduced myself and was like, hey, we were in algorithms together, right? And then we just kind of hit it off, and I asked her if she wanted to grab some coffee after recitation one time. And then we were like, really had a good time just getting coffee and whatnot. The next time I asked if she wanted to get a drink, and we went down to the college bar, got a drink, again, chatted for hours, and then eventually I just asked her if she wanted to go on a date, and the rest is history. I got married. No. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I would just say play it cool, you know? It's because you never know. She might be interested, she might not be, and I feel like it's, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's always kind of allows you the freedom to be, you know, when you can play it cool and maybe not place so much expectation, then you kind of like can more easily not get in your own way. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I've definitely gotten in my own way before by like thinking about a girl so much, thinking about my conversation that I'm going to have with her, and then just being weird when I talk to her, you know. I've done that a million times, but you know. In any case, best of luck, Aiden. You know, I'm glad you got some potential prospects, man. Yeah, Mars is like, that's its name. Flip the 1035 backwards. Soul. Ooh, I kind of like that. That might be its name. You got it, man. And he says, yeah, compiler. I'm glad I never did that. Yeah. Oh my God, compiler. I barely know her. No, I'm sorry. That's a stupid joke. All right. Yeah, compiler's course was super fucking difficult. Quite honestly, the only reason I stuck in that class was because I knew a girl in that class. All right, this next one is going to be kind of an older track. It's song 736, so we're stepping back about 300 beats ago. But I promise you guys, this is going to be a pretty cool track, you know? Yeah, Aiden says, and I'm trying to get my shit together before I talk to her. What do you mean by that? Get your shit together. Yeah. Like I said, though, don't overthink it, man. Don't overthink it. Just talk to her. Take your shot, for sure. You know? You should. It's the only way that anybody meets anybody, you know? All right, let's see. 736, that's what it was. Scrolled right past it. Song 736. Here we go. Live 12. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, you know what? Cancel. We need to do a save as before. Wow. I can't believe I almost did that. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? I need to be. I just flew. You see, the thing is, that didn't take us long enough that I got to my 30-minute break and was like, oh, save as. Okay. Cool. We got that. Now let's go pull up song 736. And I think you guys are going to dig this. I think it's a super rhymable beat. I think it'll be really cool. Let's see. Song 736. There we go. Boop. Cool. All right, let's get it loading. Do you recommend complimenting her on a date if we have one? Man, I recommend not overthinking it and just hanging out, you know? I think I think that's the biggest thing. I think if you overthink things and try to take too many steps ahead in your mind, you end up getting in your own way. But I think if you can just I don't know, just be cool and just talk, be friendly, then it's sometimes things work out. Sometimes they don't. That's okay too. But sometimes things work out, I think just kind of focusing on that idea of oh, we might hit it off. That'd be cool. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. You can totally compliment her. I don't know. It's never bad. Yeah, relax and have fun. I think Mars has the right idea. Just relax and, honestly, that's the thing is I feel like, girls are people too. I feel like sometimes, one of the most damning things you can do is put them up so high on a pedestal that you just can't hang out with them on a normal human level. And that's what I would warn you against, I guess, is putting a girl up so far high on a pedestal that you can't just be a normal human being with her, So that's where I think Mars has the best advice is relax and have fun, Conversate, get to know her for sure. Don't try to impress. Yeah, exactly. Don't try to impress. Just talk to her like a friend, I guess, until it's you're in a. I feel like that's how I was. I feel like maybe some of the best advice I'd give is to get to know someone as a friend, and then if you have any interest beyond just being friends, then you can make your intentions very clear. And I think that's sometimes just being forward, giving your intentions, right? But hey, Holocatron, what's up, man? What's up? Oh, did I already mix this? Wait a minute. I see I've got all of these in different tracks. Drums grouped. Oh my gosh, did I have this mixed? Yeah, I did mix this, but did I ever stem it? Oh, man. If I did stem it, I think I just never marked it down in my thing. Gosh, if this one is mixed, then I guess that's all of the stuff that I need to mix today. We'll see. I need to look in my other folder. Oh, difficulties. Let's see if there's another one that I can mix down today. Why not? We got time. I gotta go look in my sheets. Thing is it's gonna be a blind pull. I suppose I could take a stab at mixing down that soul track that I made the other day, but that would be kind of difficult. But yeah, Hulkatron, yes, he says good night. Good night, man. Yeah. Yeah. Taps Professor was asking you, how long have you been making? Oh, yes. So sorry about that, man. I just totally missed that. How long have I been making beats? Yeah, that's a good question. I've been making beats for, I would say, about 13 years at this point. Yeah, about 13 years. And I've been producing professionally for about 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years I set out to do this professionally and have been working in the music space ever since. And I guess I feel like 5 years ago is when I started to get really good at production. Like I would give this advice to really anybody, which is like, if you are really looking to level up your craft, like produce every single day, and you will like very, very quickly become a master at music production. I would just say, like, think about it like this. It's not so much about how many years you've been producing. It's about how many hours you have logged in your DAW, basically, because I feel like I grew in the past 5 years way more than I did in the 10 years before that. Right. I think that, and it's just because, I made way more music in the past 5 years than I did in those first like 10 years, yeah. I see Mars saying, I've been making beats since 2007. I was a DJ since 1997. What the fuck? Yeah, he says, before that I played guitar for 8 years. Good God, I was a baby in 1997. I was just a wee little guy. Man, Mars is over here like veteran. Hell yeah. He says, I played piano for 3 years, starting at the age of 5. Hell yeah, man. I started playing piano when I was about 4. Not to one up you, bud. No, I didn't take lessons though. I was just like fucking composing little songs. I don't know. My family had a piano, and I spent a lot of time playing piano and just figuring things out by ear. And I just did that through my entire childhood, even until the time I went off to college. I was still like composing pieces by ear, But I started like actually working in a DAW when I was like maybe 16 years old. Yeah, about 16. So actually, I'm 31 now. So I think it's been about 15 years that I've been making beats. Yeah, he says, yeah, I'm old. And I am a veteran. Army. Oh, hell yeah. Literal veteran. Like, hell yeah. Not just veteran in music. Like Army veteran. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for your service. Hell yeah. That's sick, man. Wow. I feel like I'm learning a lot about you today, Mars. That's awesome, man. Oh, man. I should probably pick a beat, shouldn't I? Oh, man. Can't pick the wrong beat is the problem here. Let's see. I just mixed down 134, 1035. Oh, what if we switched over to a little bit of production and we try to mix as we go, and maybe we end up mixing this? I have a song that I wanted to finish that I didn't get the chance to finish. We might do a little bit of production today, because quite honestly, if that other one that I had marked down is stemmed, then I've got my 3 for the week, and we're free to actually work on some music. So we might do this. I never bring you guys in like halfway through a beat, but I just want to today. I'm doing what I want. I'm breaking the rules, man. Totally breaking the rules here. All right, we're going to load up song 1032. This is kind of another like soul, neo-soul kind of track. We'll check it out. Yeah. Hulkatron plays the clarinet. My man. Hell yeah. I see Aiden says, oh, by the way, I bought a violin on Amazon. Hey, that's sick, man. Wow, look at you guys. All of you guys becoming musicians. Oh, man. Nice. Love to see it. All right, we're loading up song 1032. This is one that is like halfway finished. Okay, we're not going to save this. I want to come back to this later. See if I have it stemmed out later. Thing is all my stems are on a different hard drive, so I can't check right now until I get off stream. But that's okay. Let's see where I've got this track right now. I wanted to kind of like finish this off. Let's see. This is kind of Freddie Gibbs, right? Yes, I like this. But yeah, I see Holocatron saying, today I was learning a few VSTs in bass chain. Oh yeah, first EQ, then BX stereo maker, then bass rider stereo. Wow, lots of stereo. Then C6 sidechain stereo, and then sharp box. Incredible. Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. That sounds like a lot of plugins touching the stereo field. I'm curious how that would sound. Okay, I'm kind of like, I'm pretty happy with like how far along we are in this, but one thing I'm not quite happy with is I want to, wait, I had Diablo on here. Guys, I just got the full Diablo plugin, and I haven't even tested it out yet. Let's put Diablo on here and just see what it does with these drums. Unlock online. Wait, what? No, I have it. Let me do this. I just got it the other day because I went to the anniversary stream. Oh God, they're gonna make me do stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to like check this later. Boy, this stream really went off the rails ever since that that project was already mixed. Did I have a code from Steven Somatics? I don't know. I'll figure that one out later as well. Whatever. We'll keep working with these drums. Okay, so that's Diablo Lite. We'll get rid of Diablo. We'll keep working. Yeah, never saw Diablo. What's it for? It's a drum it's like a drum bus. Helps knock up your drums, make it punchy. I'll show you. Here, let's Yeah, it's like distortion. It's got a clipper on it, both a hard clipper and soft clipper. Now, this is the light version of it, though. The actual, like, full Diablo plugin has a lot of tools on it. Basically, the idea of a drum bus is it's a collection of tools to help maximize the potential of your drums. That's basically all it is, you know? So it might have saturation on it. It might have some compression on it. Yes, and it even has a clipper on here. Yeah, so it also clips. Yep, and a shaper also. You see, it's just got a lot of different bells and whistles to kind of help, you know. We're going to keep it pretty low-key here. It's just there to give us a little bit more punch. Yeah, it can be used for more than drums. Who's the manufacturer? Cymatics. You know, the guy that makes all those sample packs? Cymatics. Yeah, you can get this for free, actually. Just Google Diablo Lite, and and I'm sure you'll find it. All right, I feel like these drums need a little bit of room verb on them. I have no idea how far we're going to get in this track. We're just going to work for a while. Ooh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Now, let's see. We got the 1176 over here pretty tight. I'm thinking if we did a little bit of LA2A, like a slower compressor after the room verb, this would sound amazing. There we go. Taps, have you seen the latest video from Venus Theory about the digital music domain? I haven't. What was he saying about it? The digital music domain? Was this his new video about all of the streaming services? I really haven't checked in on Venus Theory's videos in a little while, so you'll have to catch me up, I suppose. He says, you mentioned cymatics, and it reminded me of it. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I guess cymatics just hit their 10-year anniversary, and they were like giving away a ton of stuff, like 3 different plugins and 10 gigabytes of sample packs. If you showed up to their live stream, where basically he pitched you his course, which was pretty cringe. But I got the free stuff and got the fuck out of there. I felt like I was being pitched a timeshare, you know. But got free stuff out of it. Alright, let's keep going on this beat. We need to keep producing this, and I think we're gonna mix as we go, kinda. But yeah, he says, in my honest opinion, somatic stuff is too clean for true lo-fi boom bap. You know, I'll give you that. And in fact, sometimes that can be advantageous. Sometimes, you know, what you can do is you can grit it up yourself. Every once in a while, they have some vintage samples that I enjoy. But quite honestly, I've leaned quite a ways away from like cymatics, and I've been using a lot more like Splice. I think Splice is an incredible library of sample material, you know, a lot of really good stuff in there, and it's pretty endless, you know, their library. But I definitely have made like you know, some decent stuff from using some cymatics assets. In fact, sometimes what I like to do is I'll just kind of cherry pick some of the stems from their samples. If I hear something that I like a certain string that I like, or maybe it's a trumpet lick or something like that, rather than sampling the entire cymatic sample, because sometimes they're like way too fleshed out and like already finished, basically. Sometimes I like to just like grab like little bits of their samples and, you know, pull it out into whatever I'm working on. But, you know, there's like so many ways to go about it. Okay. We need to figure out where we're going from here. We're probably going to drop out on the drums. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I was almost thinking we were going to get a little drum pick up there, but I like how that lands together. I want to introduce something in here. Like, this might be a good section for... I might, like, bring in guitar or something. I could bring in, like, a little trumpet lick or, like, a saxophone or something. We'll see. In fact, yeah, I kind of want to go digging through some trumpet licks and stuff. See, we're doing a little production today. Let's see. That's a little bit harsh, but we could mute it. Is that major? It says major, but I'm not sure. Here, let's like pull this out onto the track. Here we go. Yikes. So we need to like turn this down, first of all. Yeah, trumpet player sounds so lonely. His heart was broken. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by the way, Mars has been referring to you as professor. Is that what I should refer to you as? I feel like I need to refer to you as something. He says, I find a powerful drum kit, the Crate Volume 5. Ooh. Don't know who made it, but its drum kit is fire. A lot of cool real drum sounds. Man, I feel like real drum sounds are like super valuable. In fact, I sometimes will buy master clearance guaranteed kits of live recorded drums. That's his name? Okay, yeah. I just can't read Russian. That's just might be. I like AJ Hall's drums. You know, they're like really, really well recorded live drum breaks, and I know that he has some kits of like one shots and whatnot. I just haven't bought any of them. You know, quite honestly, I've been finding a lot of good like one shot material when it comes to like splice. There's a lot of variety in there in terms of drum one shots, but yeah, I don't know. So many different approaches, man. So many different approaches. Let's see. Let's start processing this down, making it a little bit more palatable. Okay, then we're gonna change some notes here. Okay, yeah, there's a lot here that I want to change, so we'll get to it. But yeah, Mars says, I lived in Serbia for a year. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, he says, so I can read acrylic pretty easy. That's what's up, yeah. Right on, man, right on. I swear, who do I know from Serbia? I swear I've got some friends in Serbia. I'm trying to think who I know. There's got to be some people in my Twitch stream from Serbia. I definitely have like a lot of friends that are like from Estonia. I don't know. I swear though, there's somebody that I know that's from Serbia. let's see. Bum, bum. Okay, so that right there is where I want to cut. Ooh, that little turn right there. That little turn right there is pretty brilliant. We're going to change some of these notes, but we're going to use this turn, I think. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, Mars says I was there during the war. Wow. Man. Yeah, Halkatron says, Estonia, God, you can become an E/residency and open a startup with the best tax laws for digital world business. You know? Fair enough, Halkatron. I mean, I'm kind of plotting my escape from America at the moment, you know? That might not be such a bad idea. Oh, man. Things are getting heated here in America, dude. It's not, we're not having fun here. I'll tell you that much. It's getting a little bit tense, a little bit scary here in America. I don't know if that works so much. We might just like change the to Complex Pro, see if that might fix things a little bit. No, that did not. Okay, now we know. Complex Pro does not work on this guy. Okay, that actually, oddly enough, sounds way better. That's like gluing together. That does not sound good at all. Cool. Ooh, and you know what? Just get rid of this guy. And I'm kind of thinking to kind of like elongate these. We could like feed them into our delay a little bit. We could do kind of that, you know, that thing where we did like the compression against, you know, the, like all of this stuff, you know, just kind of compression against the original signal. Could be good. But yeah, Mars says in Europe too. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on around the world. It's just like fascism is just like coming into popularity. It's not good. Not good at all. And we'll call it what it is, you know. Oh man. The world is a scary place right now, you know. Yeah, where are you at, Mars? Are you in Europe? Currently? Let's feed this into the delay. We'll probably do this in 4s over here. Texas! Oh, man, my heart goes out to you, but dude. That's rough. That's rough, man. I don't know. I'm in Colorado. So I guess I can't complain too much yet. You know, it's okay. It's a little terrifying that our president is, you know, wanting to send the military to use our cities as target practice. in his own words. It's a little fucked. It's a little terrifying when your own president is talking about the enemy within. You know, that's a little fucked. He says, I've lived around the world, though. Texas isn't as bad as California. That's fair enough. Yeah, there's some pretty tough spots in California, you know. But yeah, I think things have just been changing so much, you know, pretty quickly. I think it's weird. It's like America's not used to things happening, you know. Let's send this guy. Oh yeah, and let's do a little like ping pong on this guy. Oh, here we go. We might even like slow this down to like 8, you know. Can you open a VST like Nexus in Ableton? Yeah, of course. You can open up any VST in Ableton. Like here's Purity. I use this guy a lot, you know. I think we had him on. Here's Augmented Mallets. It's a lot of good stuff here. Yeah. But yeah, Mars says, I lived in Washington and Oregon, and the taxes were so heavy. That's fair. Yeah, especially if you live like in the cities. It's pretty just like the cost of living is really, really high, you know? And man, I feel like the cost of living has been pretty fucked ever since like 2008. Of course, you know, with like the housing bubble bursting. I don't know, man. It's been pretty tough living in America. It's not an easy place to live. I feel like really no matter where you live, but yeah, some places are a little bit easier than others. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. And then I know after that, we're going to want to bring them back into like all of this, I think. I need a shortcut list of Ableton. Oh man, you just look it up online, and I think that people have compiled like a lot of lists of just like all of the command keyboards shortcuts, you know. Really, really helps, man. Yeah. He says sorry and thank you for your patience. It's all good. Oh, and you know, one thing that I will say, Holocatron, that can help you out, you see in the bottom left corner of Ableton, there's this little box that kind of tells you when you're hovering over anything. It gives you a little like description of whatever it is that you're hovering over. This little box, this info view down here in the bottom left corner, can save you a lot of time and can teach you a lot of the shortcuts as well. So it's all good, man. You know, we're here to learn. Let's see. And yeah, Mars had a good point. You gotta scan your plugins first in order for them to show up in this plugin folder. You can scan all of your plugins by going to settings and then plugins and then like scan, rescan, whatever's clever, you know. Anyways, let's see. I think we've really just got one more area to kind of like flesh out, and it's this middle area that we've been kind of pecking at. I want to bring out a guitar. And for everybody that might just be joining us now, we are doing a little production today. We're finishing this beat. Kind of wrapped up our mixing a little bit early, so we decided why not make some music. Let's see, contact 7. Let's bring this guy out. Let's get a guitar in here, you know? Yeah. He can't see where you're pointing because your picture is... Oh, I'm fucking stupid, Mars. Let me show. So it's in the settings. If you click, I just clicked behind my if you go live and then you go down to settings, it will open up this menu right. Oops, let me get contact out of the way. It'll open up this menu right here. So you go live and then settings, you open up this settings menu. And then if you just click plugins right over here, this is where you can kind of map your VST folder to Ableton. And yeah, usually just clicking rescan will scan your entire VST folder on your computer, and it'll import all of the plugins into Ableton Live. Pretty snazzy, pretty easy. You know, you can also set custom folders if you need to like manually set the path to where you installed your plugins. But yeah, all your plugins can be managed right here. So good stuff. Good stuff. I swear, half the battle of learning a new DAW is just the setup, isn't it? Okay, and then we're going to come in with a little guitar delay stuff, I think. Let's pull out shreddage. Now, I can't even remember the key signature we're in. We're going to find out together. Let's get a little bit of delay going here, though, because I know I'm going to want a little bit of delay. I might also go ahead and pull out like a reverb on this guy. There's one particular reverb that I love to match with this guitar. It's in Guitar Rig, and it's kind of this chorusy reverb. It's pretty cool, you know? Yeah, Mars says, yeah, I've owned so many DAWs at this point. It's become commonplace. Absolutely, man. I feel like, you know, once you really wrap your head around one DAW, it becomes a little bit easier to like pick up other DAWs. It's more of a question of like, where the fuck is everything, you know? Let's see. Guitar Rig 6 FX, I believe it was. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, and I like using this air verb. Okay, and let's fix this delay. Let's ping pong it. Let's bring back some of this feedback and dry wet. Why is the ping pong not working here? Oh, it's probably because I'm doing it before. Yeah, there we go. It's that reverb monos it. Oh, subtle. Okay, I think it was just those two right there. Now we are going to lock in this dry wet and this feedback. I don't think I want it to go on that long. Yeah, huge difference. There we go, man. I was kind of thinking we might take one of these little walk-ups and put them like over here. Now that's going to be too close, but potentially yeah, right over here. That's exactly where we need it. Okay. Now let's strip it down. And I think we do want the bass line in here. But we're going to drop it out for just like this section. This little dropout section. So like over here is where we'll bring in that bass. Woo! And then we'll probably just a pretty long fade out on this. I like to do more longer fade outs for like neo soul kind of tracks, you know. Gosh, man. I was almost kind of thinking we could mix this down, but I feel like this is one that I might be considering for a neo soul EP that I'm working on, that I'm probably going to want to give it like a good 3 or 4 hours at least to really like get in the weeds with the mix and all of that. Just trying to think in the meantime, is there any more production details that we could introduce here? Let's bring it back to the beginning. And we do have like all of this stuff down here. Ooh, I like this. like that section. This is so like Freddie Gibbs coded. I don't know. I like it. It's very low key. Good vibes, man. Yeah, dude, that's sick. Oh, man. Well, I feel accomplished today. Damn. That's a good one. Yeah, I think I'm going to mix this down a different time. I don't really have another one today to mix down, so I think we might just call it there. But damn. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Mars, Holocatron, Professor. Thanks for popping in, man. It's good chatting with you. Let's see. Who else did we have here? We had Aiden. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for popping in, dude. We had Signature. Yeah, thank you, Signature. Man, yeah, thank you, all of you guys, for hanging out, keeping me company. Man, I guess I'll see you guys on Saturday. We're going to be just making beats, hanging out, shooting the shit. I also have a competition going on Sunday. If you guys want to join in on a beat battle or a rap cipher, we have both a beat battle and a rap cipher going on my Twitch channel. If you guys are interested in joining that, head over to the TapDaddyBeats Twitch channel. You can just search TapDaddyBeats on Twitch. You'll find me. And in the description, you'll find my Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, feel free to join. If you're looking to join the beat battle, we are battling for a drum pack that I released. I'm giving you guys some royalty-free drum loops. You guys can do your thing with it, make the best beat you possibly can. And on Sunday, I'm going to be reviewing everybody's beats live on stream. Whoever submits the dopest beat gets the full drum kit. It's going to be super fun. So yeah, come throw down. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday. So thank you guys for chilling. Until next time, happy producing. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.